Can you hear me?
We are back here again. And the purpose of coming back is that you see, when I was making the other video, I showed you a trade that was currently running.
All right, I don't know if you can hear me. All right, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so if you are here, anywhere you are. All right, I don't know if you can hear me. All right, so we're here to analyze the chart, and you see, just want to be sure that we are streaming on both platforms. We're streaming on. We're supposed to be both on TikTok and the right platform too. So we're here to analyze the chart. We're going to work on gold. Unfortunately, I have less than 1 hour to do all the because I when I came on live on TikTok at that time, I was talking about the fact that I should do this live for 7 a.m. This live was scheduled for 7 a.m. But you see, my my solar system shut down. So we're coming in late, and I don't know how much time I will have to. Maybe we'll just analyze good for today, and don't worry, I'll be coming regularly online. And then, so when we analyze both, we can analyze other pairs, see our directional bias. For now, I'm going to shut down this camera. This camera also functions as a source of our audio, so that we can see the charts, and then we go ahead, right? Right. So let's go now. All right. So we'll be working on gold, right? So here we'll be taking a look at gold. All right. So here we are on daily time frame. So on daily time frame, so we're going to we want to determine our bias. So yeah, somebody said it. I thought on YouTube. Yeah, of course, still on YouTube. We should be live on YouTube as well right now. Okay, we should be live on YouTube too right now. All right. So for those of you, if you want to go to YouTube, you can go to YouTube, and then you'll still find us there right now. All right, because I don't have much time, I won't have time to wait for so many people to come join in. So what I'm going to do now is that we'll just move ahead. All right, this is good. Now, so what I do, my top analysis, I start from daily time frame. That's what I do, starting from daily time frame. So break it down to other blocks, from other blocks, and we consider. Um, you will see my conferences. Let's just go ahead. So what we want to do now is to see where the journey started. All right, you can see at this point. At this point, you can find out that this gold. This is the point where gold reached, and this is another block, daily time frame order block. Okay, so this thing is so exactly here. This candle here, after the break, this break above this high. That's a the break above this high. You get. All right, so we have another block here. And this candle, other block candle, to be this. So this is where it tested and it started going up. All right. All right. So from here, there is a break of structure here. So what I'm going to take this one, this most recent one, since they are the same level, there's a break of structure, and this is the other block that caused the break of structure here for daily time frame. You get. So now we look at this point where gold actually reached, and we see that we're doing break of structure to the upside, break of structure to the upside. Like here now, you see this is break of structure to the upside here, as you can find here, break of structure to the upside here. But here now, this level has been taken out. All right, and currently it tested this level, and this is what is happening around this area. All right, so let's now mark the point we'll be watching for today. Let's go ahead. All right. So for the past 2 days minus today, this is where this guy. So we'll be taking this place of more or less like our supply zone. All right, taking that point as our supply zone. So back on. But there is another thing I want to make you point out to you. You see, after the move down this way, for me, a break of structure, change of character has occurred here. For this candle breaking below this point. Some people will say potentially it has not, but me, I used to count it like that. That's how I refine it from textbook setup to the rating that is happening in the market. So I still see this place as another block that causes a change of character, all right, to the downside. So, and what I do, this is very shorter block. So I'm going to represent it using the red. Yes, so which means that we're expecting market to revisit it again if market will continue going down. If market get to this point and do not take out this high and reject around this area, you understand? That means the market will keep going down. That's what that means. All right. So, but then at this point, what we want to do now is this: we want to consider that if this is another block, the size of the other block in terms of wideness is starting from the tip of this bullish candle to the wick to the top of the wick of the candle. That is where we have the size of the other block, meaning that these are the area the market is ready to test and turn if you want to change. If you want to keep moving down. So what I mean is this. Sorry, all right, this is what I'm talking about here. So if I mark it, this is the beginning of the candle. That's the beginning of the candle that I called order block. So like call it order block or call it potential order block. Say it has not completed. There's no problem. So what I'm doing here is exactly what I do, how I analyze my charts. Don't expect me to follow your traditional concept the way it is. Like I used to tell people, that is textbook setup and it needed to be refined. You have to refine it. If you don't refine it, you keep taking market will keep taking you out, keep hitting stop loss, and you'll not be able to catch trade with sniper entry. Is when you begin to refine it to meet the particular needs of a particular pair. That is when you know you have started trading. So anything you learn newly, raw, as it is called textbook setup. And not all the time that textbook setup plays out in the market. That is the truth. So you have to start coming to 10 with that truth and begin to learn how to refine your charts. All right. So this is what we have. So from the tip downward of this bullish candle to the top wick, the top of the wick is the size of the order block. Like I said, you see this rejection here, this one's here, these two candles here. After this market break below them, I've seen that this place is already order block for me. And this is daily time frame. You know, it takes time most of the times. So now what we are expecting now is that in case market comes to this region now, if the market does not break over here and it rejects anywhere within this space, the market is going to go down. That is going to be certain if it plays out the way I've just explained it now. So now, this is how you build anticipation. When market is coming there, you are watching. Is it going to reject? Is it going to break above? When it starts rejecting, you know that you are getting ready to take a sell trade. Do you get it? All right, so that's the thing. This is just daily time frame. So the space in which we have for today, for now, will be between this point, which of course, if I want to refine this place is more like, I'm not much analyzing, but just lecturing here now. This is the other block after break above here, understand? So this candle forms the other block. So this is the size of this other block normally. But you see in this situation, why you are considering this to be size of that other block, like that, the wideness here to be the size of that other block, you realize that there is a space to move into around here after clearing the other, as many market came back and swallowed the other block completely, like we expect. What remains here? Very little. There could be a move above here. So when you below here, so when you are looking at this point, you don't just look at this space alone. You're also putting your eye here. But here, except here is your entry time frame, you won't have much problem while you're defining. So it means that for today, we'll be looking between this here and here as the space the market is possibly going to move through, except in a situation where there is something else happened and the market has to tear down anyhow or this is the range we are expecting market to move through today. So this is where our eye should be to catch some trade. If it's moving past above here, catch the one you can catch up to this point. Or if you're moving below here, catch the one you can catch up to this point, so that market will not take you out or will not go and reverse back and come and take you out. You understand? So this is the space. We have established the space between here and here. So let's now go to refine it in 4-hour time frame. Let's go. All right. All right. So as you can see in this time frame, you can see, like what I was saying, this market here, you see, after rejecting within this space, you see, after it rejected around here, I mean, did the lower high after here, two rejection here, then lower high, you see the market teared down up to this point. That's what exactly what it did. All right. So refining this time frame, we just bring for this point, this other block, it has been tested, but please don't say once it has been tested, it turns to liquidity or it's no longer valid. No, it's still valid. You can come back here and retest it and fire up. So you don't set your mind. You don't have that kind of mindset that because it has retested it and there is no longer, that's another reason why market takes you out willingly at will and each time, because you are not well prepared in terms of mindset. All right. So let's now refine this this supply zone here. Let's refine it to we are like refining it to weeks. It's for the weeks. All right, but you need to remember this is another order block created, bearish order block, as we have refined it. So what do we have for that space? Let's now use other colors. Maybe I should use red color. So this is the beginning of the order block here, and this is the end on top of the wick of that candle. that the space in between that market can go through and and do whatever you want to do and create a turning point within that space. Sometimes it can be at the beginning, sometimes it can be at the middle, sometimes it can go to the edge of it. But this is where you'll be watching for market turn. So you don't do anything but to observe what is happening around this zone. That will determine whether you're going to take a trade or not. But this is still 4-hour time frame. So I don't trade swing, so I don't take my trades here, but I just refining it for refining sake. So let's also refine this. I'm taking my time so that you'll be getting the gist of how I do my stuff. My entry time frame is 15 minutes. So we'll get there. So this is what we have here. Sorry, in case you are sending charts, me, I'm not actually looking at the charts yet. All right. All right. So what we want to do, I'm just paying attention just in case there is somebody is saying something, you can pay attention to it. All right, so at this point we have refined this, so meaning that our space is still between here and here now for now. So we are going now. At this point, okay, so let's just leave that. We can refine all the so before we go, there's what I call invisible order block. So this is an invisible order block. For normal, what I do is that I put it at the middle. Invisible order block. This is when I use red is bearish order block. So for invisible order block, I use, like here, I'm using ×2 here. So I'm going to use it to ×1. So it becomes thinner. This reminds me that this is an invisible order block. Now, invisible order block always work wonders. This is order block where people don't consider, places where people don't consider as order block. You understand? All right. It's more effective when it goes down. So, all right. So let's just go ahead. Remember, I'm not prepared for this live. I didn't charge my batteries here. Oh, so sorry. I will have to rush because this thing will soon, my battery will soon go down. I didn't charge it because there is always solar, so I didn't. I don't pay attention to that. Sorry. All right. So going down to 1 minute time frame. So we want to refine. All right. Spending too much. Yeah. All right. So this is the other block here now. The other block here now. This candle. I'll just be doing it. I want to rush out because of all right. And at this point, this a bullish order block here. I know you'll be seeing me taking things you don't consider as order block as order block. Don't worry, when we continue with our live after now, when I become regular, you understand how this thing then work. But I'm trying to rush now because of observe that my battery is slow. So let's see if we can finish with good so that I can go and find a way to fix the problem with my solar. If I knew there was going to be a problem, I wouldn't have scheduled this class in the first place. But unfortunately, I didn't know. Thing just shut down. All right. So this is it. This is a bullish order and bullish order block. I use black to mark it. So when the market comes to this place, remember this order block comes from range from here to this point, like that. And it almost tested here, but this is still 2-hour time frame, so don't really take trades here. So this is invisible order block. This is another invisible order block here, and this is the main order block I'll be waiting to after market break below. This is where I started first seeing order block. Immediately market break below here, that order block was already be created, and then below here too. That's why you can see there is an invisible order block here, but that's a story for another day. Let's just go down to 1-hour time frame and see what we can refine. All right, this other block is entered, okay. Other block is entered, and here there was an invisible other block here, so it has been tested. So basically we are waiting for this market. All right, so there's another other block here. There's another other block. It's not because of this bullish candle in the midst of red. That's not it too. It's just after this rejection and a break below this rejection. That's why we now have other block here. These are places that market can turn. That's what I'm trying to let you understand. And this is a bearish order block. We're expecting, if market turns here, we're expecting a bearish bar. I mean, a sell trade. So I represent it with that. I'm more like rushing, trying to rush now and things like that. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go to 30 minutes time frame. We go to 30 minutes time frame. Are we 30? Yeah, we are 30. So we refine this other block to come here. And then we have another order block that has been mitigated here. Bullish order block. This is another block. After a break above here, and a break above this rejection. So we have, you can see, so this between from here to here, this has been tested, and you can see what is happening, what is trying to do already here. And then we can now refine this to this point. This still an invisible order block anyway, so but let's give it a bigger pixel so that it become bigger here. All right, don't worry, we are going down, down, down. You get to understand what we are doing. Let's go to 15 minutes. Go to 15 minutes. That's entry time frame. Entry time frame. All right. So this is entered, and this is here. Entered, and this is, there is a break above this place. So this is another block around here. After this rejection, I break above it, creating another block, and this other block is within this space to this space. So now we'll come and begin to define everything we are looking at right now. All right, this is what we have. Now, these are the places you need to watch out for. You need to watch out for this point. Okay, let me use okay, because it's a bullish order block. You get the point, right? All right, so at this point now, you see we are very, very bearish when it comes to this point where we are now. So, but now for traders, this is what I would want to advise. You see, why for what do you call them? Scalpers. Why for scalpers? These are areas you can watch to take trade. And for those, at least this is good. 100 pp is enough for you. You get. So what you do around this area is this. You want to wait for the market to come to move down to this place, and you watch out for turning point, because this is bullish order block. There could be a turning point in situation where you see candles making higher lows, head and shoulder bottom, and seeing reversal candles around this zone, then you take the trade there. If you go and watch some of my videos that I've explained how the turning points happen, you will get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm rushing. There are a lot of things I'll not be able to explain because the battery want to actually go down. So sorry about that. But if you watch, for instance, let's go to 1 minute. Sorry, so because what happened is that each and every one of these places are point that the market can turn. Don't take it. This place is also key, and this place now is also key. Any rejection around this area, serious rejection around this area, is pointing down. Now look at this point. This point is one of, this point is this point is around all-time high. Yeah, around all-time high. And any market rejection around this zone would mean a downpour. I explained this at one time sometime last week about this move that happened like this that paused down. I explained it last week as a rejection around this area. Understand? After the rejection, you see what happened. There was a downpour. So that's the things, one of the things you look out for. So, but if not that you came here late, anybody that want to trade here would have been making some small, especially the scalpers, would have already been making some money because of the turning around this area that happened around this. I mean, that is happening around this area. If you go to 1 minute time frame, for instance, this is something. You see, 1 minute time frame. You see what happened? There was a very strong rejection here, and so anybody around this area would have after this one to because that's what I say. This low is lower than this low. I mean that this low is higher. And look at this low is also higher. This is the point. This is what I call turning point. When you come to the zone, the zone you have marked out, and you see this kind of movement, higher low, higher lows. In terms start even consider we go and consider both week. Now somebody that took the trade around this area, let's see what how much for scalpers, what I would have done because there are places you don't go taking trades if you want to say after the candle, this candle close, you are because the only way to enter this thing is after these are confirmation, this and this, and once you see a low, do a low that not take out here, it's time for you to enter. This is 100 pips already. I want you to get the points that I'm making. This is 100 pips. Why do you have to take your profit here? Because this is an invisible order block. You see it? So you'll be getting about 190 people already if you followed this. You see the reason why I mark everywhere, and if you stretch it a little bit to meet just at the edge of that, you remember when I marked it something around this area when we're coming there, I told you that it's invisible order block. You have done 200 pips already. And what is your stop loss going to look like? You put it directly below the wick. This is 20 pip. Okay, let's say 30 pip because this is 27 pip actually. So what you are doing is 1-7 risk to reward ratio if you did this already. Did you see that? I'm trying to explain something to you because I don't have enough time to explain all this now because of my battery that is going down. I'm going to just make sure that you follow and join us as we keep coming on live because we are going to learn how to analyze the market and really understand exactly how to do all this. So I promise you're certainly going to understand how to do all this if you keep joining our live section. You understand what I've explained now, you may not get them now because this is the first time, and if you are not conversant with this system, I mean this system of analysis, you won't understand it. But I'm just trying to explain to you something because some of you will say, just marking out everywhere. Yeah, that's how I do it. I mark it everywhere is important. Every point is important. Did you see that this market has been moving and anybody that took it from, like I say, I mark out my this thing, my ethical thing is usually 15 minutes. After marking the zone, like each of these zone, I'm going to, these are minor zones for me. You understand? I consider this as minor zones. See, these areas are major zones. Just like you see, this one is another block. And you see, after hitting it, you can see what is happening, what has been happening since then, after it happened. There is a video I'm going to send out to explain about this now. I mean, later on, you will see that video because from the trade out from yesterday analysis and trade, you understand? So you get the point properly. So now I mark out zones 15 minutes. And what do? I go to 1 minute to watch what happens when market get to that zone. My battery is going down. So we're going to end it here. Please. These are the key zones to watch out for longer term here and this area. And also watch market come back to this point. Watching market, in fact, all the zones, shall you watch them? I don't have time to speak more because I have to end this live session now because my system is the battery is down. So I will see you next time. So bye for now.